Um, recording?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Hi, my name is Matt, the movie guy. Welcome to my new channel. This is where I cover movies, and today we're covering something that we never covered before, and that is animation. That's right, we're covering the animation. Now, animation has been around since 1833, but they were just still images. They were not full in movement. Well, that came before animated movies. In 1892, we saw at least the first animated movie. This is all changed. 1892 to 1936 is, of course, is what I call the platinum age of animation. So back then, of animated movies. Anyways, this all changed in 1947, release of Walt Disney's Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. And this really changed how animated movies are made. Right. It was the start of the fully sound animated film. It was the start of the first animated film in color. And it was the start of feature-length movies. Well-known feature-length animated movies. Because there were a couple of animated movies that were released in theaters before Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. So, and it followed this whole thing with Walt Disney animated features. I can really call the age of 1937 to 1977 the central age of animated movies. Now, the late 70s begin and the 80s begin with, of course, other animated creators doing animated movies, not just Disney. At that time, anyways, but this all changed in 1995 with the release of Toy Story, the first fully CGI animated film. But much like Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, there were other animated movies that were similar to it. Back in the late 90s to 2000, early 2000s, there were times where you could see some times 2D animated movies, and there are times 3D animated movies. Now, just like Disney, Pixar is a popular company when it comes to films that are animated. But then you had other films other anime studios trying to also come out at the same time as the popularity of Disney and Pixar, such as Warner Brothers, and the whole thing will change animated history. DreamWorks. In fact, we started seeing animated. This time we started seeing movies animated by them. Now, DreamWorks, since Shrek, no, well, obviously, all the movie Shrek started making fun of the things that Disney has, their tropes, or, anything you imagine and think of Disney. Princess being rescued by a tower, and of course many other tropes such as the iconic stories that Shrek is from, that you would be familiar with in Disney movies. Oh, and by the way, mind you, not all Disney names are copyrighted. Some of them are public domain. Anyways, reason why I say Shrek sort of got a further change of course, animation is because Shrek was the first animated movie. Shrek was the first animated movie to there were other animated movies that sort of want something, and Shrek was the first of its kind. This sort of start this weird trend where the Oscars give the animated movies into best animated feature sort of thing. So Shrek was actually the one that started it. After that, while we started seeing animated movies here and there, Sony started making animated films. There was another anime company by Universal called Illumination. And of course, but nowadays, we still have animated movies, but it doesn't mean all animated movies are the best. Some of them are seen as the worst, or what I consider not so well made. And movies in general are like that, but here's the actual part of it. I still like animation, just not as much as the majority of the live action stuff I watch. Now I always, except for a few, I always knew that animation be that people in the animated movies are very careful of what they added, except for a few, but we don't have to get to that. I gotta say, I met the movie guy, and hopefully see you in the next video.